Now it's time for the first of our tests today, which is going to be this here GSX 1400. And I believe you're looking after this one, Paul.
I am indeed, or it may well be looking after me, because it's a right big bruiser, isn't it?
So I can't hear you, you're too far away. This bike's too big.
It is enormous, isn't it? But they all are this week. Blue and white Suzuki, it's got to be, hasn't it?
Only colours,
It's
only
the
colours.
Only colours for a Suzuki, and I mean, that seat, armchair material, if you ask me that.
It's going to be a very sumptuous ride for you.
I think it is. The Suzuki GSX 1400 screams good looks, ability and attitude. It's been around a little while, it's not exactly brand new for this year, but for many people it's still the muscle bike to own. It used to be the case not that many years ago that any retro looking bike would be full of old technology, but nothing could be further from the truth now with these more modern machines. This GSX 1400, for example, is packed with the very latest sophistication. Just a look at the clocks, for example, will tell you that this machine is now high-tech. We didn't have displays like that on the muscle bikes of the 1970s. The motor is, of course, now fuel-injected, and it features a very clever dual-valve ignition system, which they say improves throttle response and gives you more MPG. So Suzuki have done a great job of making a very new engine look very retro. Despite its enormity, the GSX is really well-mannered and well-balanced on the road. It weighs 228 kilos, but even so, it won't object to being hustled along twisty lanes. Now, I know it's not a major selling point on a bike like this, but it's certainly worth mentioning this huge cavernous hole under the seat. Look at that, it's massive. You don't find that often on bikes these days. Still got the tools at the back, but there's loads of room there for a lock, set of waterproofs and maybe a couple of sandwiches for lunch as well, but probably still not big enough for my wife's handbag. Speaking of pillions, this is possibly the best bike in the world on which to take someone for a spin that's never been on a bike before. I could live with and ride this bike every single day of the year and never ever get bored. Okay, it's not got the performance of a modern sports bike, we know that, but it has got loads and loads of street cred and it's very, very comfortable to ride. The trouble with retro-looking bikes is that some of them are so obviously modern bikes with chrome bits stuck on here and there just for effect. That's not so with the GSX. So it's over to the scoreboard for the GSX 1400. For styling, 8 out of 10. Looks the business, but would look better if it still had the old white wheels. Performance, 7 out of 10. A great smooth engine, but lacking just a little in the mid-range. Practicality, 7 out of 10. Very comfortable, could do with a small fairing to remove the worst of the wind. And value, it's the cheapest bike here, so 8 out of 10.
You enjoy that one then, Paul?
I enjoyed it immensely. I love this bike, it's great. It's big, it's comfortable, there's loads of power. To be honest, I expected perhaps a touch more power from such a big thing.
Yeah.
Perhaps a little bit...
It's slightly flat in the middle for something
just
so
a
big,
little bit lacking in the middle, but I mean, it's not a real complaint. I did knock it down a touch on style because I think it looks better with white wheels.
I would agree with you wholeheartedly. They may be a pain to clean.
Oh, they are, yeah.
But they do lift it just that little bit more, don't they?
Yeah, with the blue and white colour scheme, it just carries it through. But a very healthy score.
A very healthy score indeed.
And one which will be difficult to beat, I think. So what are you going for next?
Well, I'm going for something very different.
Right.